Well, we live and work in the most unequal city in the developed world, according to the author of a new book. Professor Danny Dorling says we're facing a disparity between rich and poor not seen since the days of slavery. He's been explaining his findings to Victoria Hollands.
Look, I'm staring up at heaven while I'm standing in hell. Thinking how the fuck can I better myself? I'm trying to eat so much, nothing left for myself. I hear they say life's a bitch, but I ain't scared of a girl. And I ain't scared of no man, but I'm scared of myself. Cause if you push me too far, then I'm prepared to bring help.
London is now the most unequal city in the developed world. There are, of course, pockets of extreme wealth, like Canary Wharf just behind me, but also pockets of extreme poverty. Take Poplar, where we are, for example, has one of the highest rates of youth unemployment in Western Europe. Well, someone who knows a little bit more about this is Danny Dorling, who's just written a book on this subject. What have you found, particularly in this book?
What we found in terms of London is that the wealth inequality between the people who work there and the people who live here is about 273 times. So they have 273 times on average more money than the people who live here. And we've never found that kind of size gap anywhere in the rich world before.
I was tired of being brass, now it's time to shine, ride or die. Straight up, I ride for life. I ain't got a 9 to 5, so I have to ride for mine. Call me Mr. Skateboarder, cause I grind for mine. And I was tired of being brass, now it's time to shine.
It divides people's lives, so suddenly it becomes much more important where you live and where your children go to school and so on. The gap in terms of life expectancy in this city is wider than it's been at any time we've been able to measure it. So you've got people living on average 15, 16, 20 years longer in certain areas than in other areas, often quite near to each other, but worlds apart socially.
When they first heard me spit, it was a huge surprise. Now look, I'm a certified music guy. Gassed up bars, got my young'uns on a stupid high. Blow, 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 I could get you crucified. Ride or die, straight up, I ride for life. I ain't got a 9 to 5, so I have to ride for mine. Call me Mr. Skateboarder, cause I grind for mine. And I was tired of being brass, now it's time to shine.
Has the recession brought people together at all? People at the top end losing greater sums, for example?
Well, when it initially hit, we thought that might happen, but in fact the opposite's happened. Most of the hits and the harm and the damage has been caused in places like this. This is where the jobs have actually been lost in most numbers. Meanwhile, the wealth of wealthy people has actually increased in London. House prices are going up in the most expensive areas and they're falling in the cheaper areas.
Hard cold water for a bath, no food at the starve. What I can show you ain't nothing like a happy past. Sitting in the back of a car, thinking about a Jaguar. All I ever thought about was profit while bagging up. Dumb bait shit now, brothers wanna wrap me up. Screaming out, calm as a bitch when she catches up. I just laugh, car, I know you pussy.
Round here is a bit rough, like, because if you come from a different area, like, which is like practically a bus ride, if you're from All Green, let's say, people tend to come after you because you're from a different area.
Never had no heating. I hear you say you live good, I don't know the feeling. Come my daughter keep asking daddy why you leaving. How am I supposed to tell my kid that her mommy's cheating? I just blame it on myself like I didn't mean it. Ride or die. Straight up, I ride for life. I ain't got a 9 to 5.
It's hard to believe that such inequalities exist in one of the richest countries in the world. Here in Tottenham, the life expectancy of a man is 71. Just a few kilometres away from here, in the wealthiest parts of London, a man can expect to live to 88.
Baby, you gotta get this low. So back in the days, everything was all smooth and calm and shit was like, yo man, I'm doing it, man. I was saying like, remember like back in like in 70, fucking 79?
Everybody was on that line.
Nah, 87. That was my favorite shit, yo.